My mom died my freshman year of college. It was finals week. She died on December 5th, 2017. She was 36. She had ovarian cancer. So.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Growing up, my mom had me at a very young age. My mom had me at 17. So in a way, we kind of grew up together. That's what my family would always say. My dad, he always worked away. He worked in the oil field, so he was always gone, and it was just me and my mom for a lot of my childhood. So we were very much closer than I was to my dad because my dad worked away and I would only see him a few weeks out of the month. So I spent the majority of my childhood with my mom and just my mom until my younger brother was born. I remember like walking out of my bedroom. It was right after I graduated high school, and I saw my dad and my mom kind of like talking in the kitchen, and they looked really worried. And I noticed something was wrong, so I walked up to them and I was like, what's going on? And at first they didn't want to tell me. They told me that nothing was wrong and that nothing was going on, but I could tell that something was going on. And my mom had Crohn's disease, so growing up, her health was kind of always, there was always something wrong with my mom in a way. So I was like, it's okay, like you can tell me, I'm an adult. I wasn't expecting them to say that she had cancer, that it was stage 4, but finally my parents told me, and they said, Mom has cancer. And I remember just like immediately, like just bawling, just crying. And I went to my room and I was crying. And my mom came in the room and she was like, it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. And I tried to calm down. And eventually I did. And she was like, it's gonna be okay. I think they caught it pretty early, so it's gonna be all right. She's like, I'm going to MD Anderson. That's, you know, one of the best cancer doctors in the country. So she's like, it's looking hopeful, but my parents kind of lied, and it was stage 4. So they found it pretty late. My mom had symptoms of like the cancer, but because she had Crohn's disease, she just kind of like brushed it off and just thought that it was like complications of that, and that's why she wasn't feeling very good. But finally she did go to the doctor, and they called her and they told her that it was ovarian cancer. So it progressed pretty fast, and most of the summer that my mom, most of that summer my mom spent her time in Houston at MD Anderson, so I didn't see her a lot of the time. And then I moved to Baton Rouge in August of 2017, so for like the last almost year of my mom's life, I didn't really get to spend much time with her. So my dad really insisted that I not take any time off of school. So whenever my dad called me, he was like, you need to come home right now. It was 11 o'clock at night. I was freaking out. I had to check out of my dorm, so I had to call my RA, and we like set up a thing for me to check out for the month for Christmas break. So me and my boyfriend drove back that night to Alexandria at 11. I got to the hospital at like, I want to say like 1:30 in the morning, and I said goodbye to my mom. But after that, my dad was like, you're gonna go back to school. He was really insistent on it. And so I never really took any time off from school. I went back and I set up with my professors to take my finals like the first week that I got back. And so I just like immediately went back into school and took my old finals and then started the new semester. So I didn't take any time off of school. I wish that I would have. I think that it would have helped me a lot, but also going back to school and kind of acting like everything was normal kind of helped. It kind of helped me just kind of push forward. I just went ahead with everyday life. Now that I'm graduated and like I'm out of school, I really wish that I just like allowed myself the time to kind of heal from it without just immediately going back to school. I just kind of like came back to school, and while like the routine of things did help me, I just like would find myself like randomly like breaking down throughout the day. Like going to a class, I would just start crying, or sitting in the library. Like it was really hard to just keep going and just kind of, it was really hard to just keep going and act like nothing happened. But if I could go back, I would definitely have taken a semester off, because it wouldn't have really changed much, but like school-wise, but it is what it is.